Hey, what's up, friends? It's Moses. I hope you guys are doing well. I need to catch up with you real quick, because if I don't make it now, that means that I'll keep putting it off, and I really want to start building that momentum of being consistent here on this channel. If you're hearing any background noise, that's because my daughters are right there. They're watching TV, so that's the background noise that you may be hearing. But I just want to follow up with the video that I made last time. For those of you that haven't watched that video, I encourage you to go back and watch that video. It was me just sharing with you my first day of going for 24 hours without anything other than water. It was my first time doing that kind of a fast. I've fasted before, but every time I fast, I do fast it with liquids. That may be, especially for me, is to do with coffee and tea. I drink a lot of coffee and tea. So when I'm fasting, I will drink coffee, I'll drink tea, I will drink juices, but I won't eat. But for the first time, I did do a 24-hour fast without anything like that. And I shared with you my results, telling you how where I found it hard and the challenges. So in that video, I showed you that when I was breaking the fast, I did have carrots together with cabbage, right? And the reason why I broke the fast with carrots and cabbage is because I did read somewhere where they said that carrots and cabbage mixed together plus beets. I did not include the beets, but carrots, cabbage and beets, when you mix them together, they make a very good cleanser, especially after a fast. So I did go ahead and break the fast with that. And to begin off with, like, after breaking the fast, I was okay. And then when I was going to work, about maybe, I broke the fast at midday, and then I left home at about 1:30. On my way to home, I was feeling a light headache, and I didn't know why, because when I get those light headaches, usually it's because I didn't get enough rest or because I didn't drink enough water. But I knew that I was well hydrated. As for the rest, I had got roughly the same hours I usually do, so I didn't know exactly what the challenge was. I was feeling a little headache, and I almost wanted to take a painkiller, but I said, I'm not gonna take a painkiller. I'm just gonna see how long I can prevail, because one of the things that the 24-hour fast taught me is that the flesh really shouts a lot, and you've got to learn how to kind of control it and put it under self-control. So that's one of the whole goal of me even doing that 24-hour water only fast. So I said, you know what, I don't want to get into the habit of thinking that just because I have this light headache, I need to get a painkiller. A painkiller. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it and see how much I can tolerate. The next thing, I knew I was feeling like I really needed to use the restroom, because when I left home, I was okay. I didn't feel like it. And sure enough, when I did use the restroom, that thing cleaned me out. And so I can testify to it that really when you do use the carrots and cabbage blend, that will cleanse you out. So one of the things I will recommend, if you do a fast like a 24-hour water only fast or any kind of fast, I would recommend, if you want to cleanse yourself, I would recommend try out the cabbage mixed together with carrots and beets. The other thing I did, for me, I cooked it a little bit. Now, I think the book said you should take it raw, but for me, I didn't want to take it raw, so I kind of cooked it a little bit, but it did work wonders. As the day progressed thereon, I started really feeling kind of better, and I was feeling like by the way, the headache, I wasn't feeling any headache anymore. And the whole day thereon, I was kind of feeling weak, in the sense that my energy levels were not as high as I would have wanted them to be. But at the same time, I was feeling this kind of like I was light, and I was just feeling so good. Other than feeling a little weak, I was feeling really good. The following day, which was a Saturday, I was so feeling like this is it. I like the way I'm feeling. And so I decided, because I'm like, you know what, I want to make this a weekly thing. So I decided that I was gonna fast again from Sunday. So that was a Saturday. So I was eating through Saturday, and then I ate Sunday up to 6 o'clock. Actually, I stopped eating somewhere before 6 o'clock. And then I took another fast, which ran from 6 p.m. and went all the way to Tuesday morning at 6, actually past 6, because I woke up at 6:30. So I went for 36 hours, or I would say more than 36, but I want to take it as a 36-hour fast. So I went for another 36 fast, which was again a water only fast. And I broke that with the same thing, cabbage and carrots. But this time, that combination didn't work as it worked at first. So which means, I don't know, maybe the first time I really had a lot of stuff in my gut system, that's why it worked that way. But the second time it didn't work, and I've been using that combination since, but it's not really affecting me like it affected me the first day. But one thing I will say is, I think there is more than there is this feeling where like you just feel more energy just after you do that fast, in that you almost want to go for another. I was like, like after one day, I'm like, I'm even ready to go for another one. But I want to I'm not gonna do that. What I plan to do is to make it a weekly thing, where I fast every week from Sunday 6 to Tuesday morning at 6, and just make that my weekly routine. And I'll be sharing with you how that goes. But one of the benefits I'm getting with it is that I really feel more energetic. I no longer feel before, like if I didn't get enough sleep, if I slept less, like for example on Tuesdays when I wake up early, I have to wake up early to take care of my our first daughter, because she's doing homeschool, and mommy has to wake up early to go to work. So when I come back on Tuesday morning, and then I have to wake up early, I just get like sleep maybe like for 2-3 hours. So by the time I wake up, sometimes I feel like I'm feeling a headache. But this time there was nothing like that. And I've realized that from after breaking that 36-hour fast, there is kind of, I don't know what I should call it, but there is some clarity that you get within your mental faculties, and you feel good in your body. So I'm sharing this with you to encourage you that you should try out either 24-hour or a 36-hour fast, where you don't eat anything, you just go on a water fast. Even for 24 hours, I think if you make that like maybe a weekly, that will be great. And so the idea is just choose a day that you think will work best for you. I would suggest that if you can do it on a day where you know that most of those hours you'll be home, it will help. Because if you can maybe take time when you feel like maybe headaches or what, just sleep it off, that could help. Because I think if I was at home, it would even work out easier. But because I chose days where I am at work, it still works out, and I'm still excited about it, and so I'm ready to go for 36 every week. So I'll be starting out on Sunday 6, and then go all the way to Tuesday morning at 6, and I'll be letting you know how those fasts go. But for now, I just want to encourage you that if you want to try it out, start with the 24 hours. Even if you are to try out and start with maybe like if you have never done maybe a 16 and 18 water only without anything else, try it out and build it up until you get to 24 hours. And if you so wish, you can go to 30 and then 36 and do a 36 water only. I think it's wonderful. I loved it. That's why I decided that I'm going to make it a weekly thing. And of course, when it comes to the diet, if you watch the previous video, the whole point is for me to transition from the kind of way I've been eating to where I'm more focused on whole foods. And as we go ahead, I'll be sharing with you also about what I'm doing with that, eating whole foods. But I've also started on that. Anyway, I just wanted to update you on that and make sure that it doesn't take long before I make another video. I'll keep you informed of other things that I'm doing. Until then, stay blessed and stay safe. Bye bye.